I grew up in a rough neighborhood. Since I was probably about 15, 16 years old, I was using drugs, hanging out with gang members, and finally became a gang member. I just got on the phone to try to get in the rescue mission, and everything else is history.
When you were out there, you said you had been in prison 10 times. What made you decide to finally say, okay, I want something different?
My wife kept getting sick, and I was a lot of broken relationships. I missed a lot of my mom, my dad, same thing. You know, I wasn't there for his funeral, and it was hard thinking back at all that, of all the years I missed and all the things that I missed, and it really it sucked. I didn't want to live like that no more. I'm tired of the lie that I have to be that way. I was totally tired of that. It was just all the people I grew up around, my dad's friends, told me a bunch of lies that that's who I needed to be, that's how I needed to be, and it was a straight lie from the pit of hell.
So prior to actually moving into the rescue mission, your thoughts and feelings on, and your actions coming in, how was that?
Talking about the interview,
yeah, the very
interview
first
process. So I wasn't really 100% ready to come into a program, honestly. I didn't know where it was going to take me or how it was going to turn. And when we got here, I can remember, we both looked at each other and we just started crying. We're home, finally. And
so a place to live, medical attention, counseling, the Word of God, fellowship, accountability, love, equal hope.
And you too.
Have you ever been loved like this before?
Never. I mean, I'd like to say my parents loved me like this, but not. I mean, I grew up and my parents were good. They were around most of my life, but they were in and out of drugs. So a lot of times us boys we were together. They kept us together. We never got lost to CPS or nothing like that, but a lot of the times my dad wasn't there, emotionally or anything. My mom was. She was our biggest. We were her everything. Us boys were, and so. But other than that, I've never felt the love like I felt at the rescue mission.
When you first came in, coming from your background, which is different. How did you feel when you first met me?
Oh. Well, I was very uncomfortable.
Of course.
I was very uncomfortable because, you asked me one time in a group, Ricky, if I was to walk up to you in prison and ask you for a tube of toothpaste, what would you tell me? And I was like, whoa. It was real. I mean, I couldn't give it to you. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't give it to you because of politics.
Right.
And when all that broke down to, you're my case manager. I've never talked to anybody like I've talked to you two besides my pops, my own dad. That's it. That was a hard wall to break down. It really was, because I was programmed to be a hater. And something that I found out today, I'm not even that person. I'm not a hater. I love people, and I didn't even know it. And you guys getting together and bringing me to intake and breaking down them walls got me to realize that I do love people and everybody. It don't matter who it is. Before, I didn't even like myself, let alone like anybody else, and I would not let nobody else in. But it was rough, Derek, at first to get on that level with you. It was hard. It was hard because I had so many fake beliefs in my life that I didn't want to let you in. But then once I started doing it, and you started making me cry, and the one-on-ones, and I was like, now what's this dude doing? And then I start praying, and then God was just revealing it, look, this guy's gonna help you. I'm using him as a tool to help you.
Right.
And I was like, man, I had to let the walls down. I had to. I didn't know how to be. I knew how to be in prison. I know how to be that guy that walked all tough and acted all tough, but I didn't know how to be really tough. Tough is out here working and taking care of your family. Mm-hmm. I never knew that. I thought tough was acting like you're that guy all the time, but that wasn't real. That was all a lie. Right. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Derek, if I wasn't here, I would be in prison or dead. Mm-hmm. For sure. There ain't no doubt in my mind.
I believe that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt in my mind. And probably the rest of my life in prison.
Yeah.
I know one thing, I don't want to go back to prison no matter what. I want my future to be all about him, staying lined up with him. Because you say if I stay like this, my like this is great.
Yeah.
So I just need to make sure I keep that always, even outside when I leave. Keep that, like, I got to keep my life straight with God, always. And I'm not going to ever find myself in the same situation. It's not going to happen. I know how to be bad, I don't know how to be good. And you guys showed me how to be good.
Yeah.
So.
How about the first time you had to give law enforcement a tour?
Yeah, oh, I thought you were out of your mind, Doug. I really did. I'm like, are you, what? They used to give me tours in the back seat. Like, it's my turn now. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, I don't know. And it was scary at first, because guys that would normally be like, hey, what are you doing? Take your hands out of your pocket, and getting all like that with me were like talking to me like I was human for the first time in my life. And I was just like blown away by it. And I was like, that had to be God. That's the only way it could have been. I couldn't have done that on my own.
Ricky, when you go out on the chili van and you see individuals that are still in the same type of lifestyle that you were in, how does that make you feel? Does that drive you to help?
It saddens me. It saddens me, and I want so much I tell him what he's done for me. I lived like them, you know, and I have a drive to help them. I want them off the streets, you know, if I can't help them, I would love to help them. So when I see people living like that and living that lie, and I want to tell them, hey, wake up. There's something better. I know you know what I mean. I want to do like you do, pounding on Jesus' door, you know, just let them know, like, hey, you guys don't need to do this. It's a lie from the pits of hell. Satan's telling you all sorts of lies. But now I got a better thing. I can tell them my story, and it's great.
From the time that you walked in, you came on my caseload, I knew that it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew that it was going to be very fulfilling and rewarding. And it's definitely been fulfilling and rewarding. You know, I love you. I care about you. I care about your wife, your family, your brother, your sister-in-law, and I just really want you to fulfill what God has for you. I mean, you have a bright future ahead of you. You have left so much in the past. You know, the road ahead of you is definitely open. All you have to do is just go grab what God has for you. I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you, man. I love you, and I'm excited about what's going to happen in your life. All right, bro. Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Yes, sir.